Boy, do I got a review for you guys. A lot of people have been pissed about the certain backlash that this movie has received prior. But as it turns out, actually, that backlash isn't exactly justified. It was actually towards another movie that, for whatever reason, people forgot about. That was about empowerment of women of a specific race. It had nothing to do with this movie, but people were pissed. But anyways, I want to welcome you back to another YouTube video, you beautiful hosers. And today, obviously, you can read the title, so I'm not going to say it. But let's get into the non-spoiler review first of all. If you want the spoilers, jump ahead to about the 5-minute mark, and then I'll give you the spoilers. Because I'm not going to be sharing that many spoilers. But anyways, this movie, it's a Marvel movie. Should you rush out and see it? Maybe, if you're a person that seems to like Marvel movies. I guess that would be the best way to phrase this. But overall, it is a Marvel movie. It has a plot twist in it, which most Marvel movies do, unless you are Avengers Infinity War, then there is no plot twist. Because that entire film was an entire plot list. And twist. But, anyways, the visuals for this, it was better than some of the other ones that they have done. I know Black Panther was heavily praised for it, but this one did a lot of the same stuff as that, but for whatever reason they did better in this one. I don't understand why, but they did do that. The marketing for the movie was actually there. It was actually some of the best marketing that I've seen them actually do for their own films other than Infinity War. But overall, the sound effects actually did not include a Wilhelm scream. That was a big middle finger to Venom for that one. But anyways, it didn't contain that. It had moments where you kind of felt sad, you felt happy, you felt empowered, that sort of thing. It had that moment because it's a superhero movie, obviously. But the music, I feel like some of the songs feel misplaced. Especially one during the biggest fight scene. I mean, there is so much better music that you could have used from 1995 and before than that particular song. But overall, there is some bloopers that were here and there and missed. It's kind of like every other Marvel movie in that sense. There's always going to be something that they missed when they were editing, whether it's somebody accidentally putting the boom in the frame or somebody accidentally to forget to animate something. Yes, I'm pointing at you, Frozen, because I know you're also a Disney title. But anyways, this movie, a lot of people complained about her not smiling enough. I swear, if she smiled any more in this movie, she probably would have broken the character. I have never read the comics. I understand the entire trademark thing. Because it's Marvel and they want Captain Marvel to be on their team. So, I understand that entire copyright dispute. But the one thing that the film does is fill in plot holes. Now, if you're a big Marvel fan, you're aware that they have all these plot holes that were all over the place in their movies. However, this actually explains a lot of it. It goes into some of the lore of the comic books and some of the other comics that weren't specifically Captain Marvel either. I know there was a couple of moments that had me scratching my head trying to figure out where it was until I realized, oh, well, that's a homage to da-da-da-da-da. I'm not spoiling it, so stop it. But anyways, I think that kind of wraps up the spoiler-free review because there's a lot of things that I want to say that I can't say. But overall, the review score is... There is no drumroll. So, we're going to go out and say it. It is actually an 8.3. Now, there's very, very, very many reasons why it's an 8.3. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's a good movie overall to kill some time. Now, what I mean by that is actually the acting is better than they've done in some of the other Marvel films, especially Iron Man 2 and 3, because for whatever reason, some of the characters didn't belong. And they ruined great Iron Man villains, such as the Mandarin. But, anyways, moving on to spoilers. Now, if you didn't know, Ronan was supposed to be in the film. Essentially, he plays, like, the most minuscule part in the entire thing. It actually explains why the Guardians of the Galaxy were after him and what was all going on there. Explains his people, explains his race, explains a lot about his backstory. But the part that really got me is Nick's eye. That part gets me still. There was funny moments, there was moments where it was like, am I supposed to laugh at this? But overall, his eye and how he lost it, I think they did him dirty when they went and showed that one. It's so weird. There is 2 post-credit scenes. One actually explains Thor 1, to be honest. The other one actually goes in and ties in to... I thought you guys were going to fill in the gap. But anyways, it fills in Avengers Endgame, saying that they were trying to ping Captain Marvel again, which turns out she was there all along. So that's the reason why the pager stopped working. But anyways, it's one of those things that happens that you're like, okay, they filled in all the gaps, but what's next in store for this character? Now, they've done a good job setting up what's going to happen. However, did they open it for a sequel? If you consider Infinity War going into Endgame as a sequel, I guess they left it for a sequel. But the way that it was left at the very end, without the post-credit scenes, isn't exactly left open for a sequel. In some ways, I guess you could say, well, Star Trek did it. But this isn't Star Trek. So that's about all I'm going to say about that. We've already done the review score, and I'm actually pretty friggin' tired right now, if I'm being completely honest. But we do have a live stream tomorrow. We have a live stream on Friday and a video up on Friday. Now, the video coming up on Friday is actually a clip of one of my live streams from yesterday. So, bear in mind, I said I would make it up to you. That's not exactly how I meant it, but that's the way it's sort of going to be. But anyways, I hope you're having a fantastic 2019, and if you're not, I hope it gets better for you sooner rather than later. My editing skills are crap.